In this video, basically, I'm going to be reenacting some of the different personalities that I had in my class when I was in high school. What would you rate the different stereotypes? Let me know. In the next slide, it's a dress to impress. Here's the first person. First up, we have the bully. Obviously, because I was a nerd, I was a bully magnet. I was so used to being bullied that at one point I started having feelings for my bully. I started feeling like I was being hitted on. Literally. If you think I'm skinny now, I was way skinnier back when I was in high school. So in no way, shape or form could I have been a fighter. I just had to succumb to being a loser. Is it just me, or does every single bully ugly lakawa? Lakawa. He ugly lakawa. If y'all catch the reference, let me know down below. Up next, the class clown. They are usually the dunces in the class, but surprisingly always have the most lunch money. They are literally the life of the classroom party. Loud, always joking, and constantly getting into trouble. Them people in the normally have book and pen in a hand, and when they do, it is rare. And just no say not gonna be for long, because they always up to no good. They might be failing all their classes, and they don't even give a hell, but when it comes to foolishness, they know it best. Oh yeah, I actually forget. I'm gonna be randomly posing every now and then. I give this 2 stars. Next, in every classroom we have that one weirdo in the back of the class that people hardly talk to. So as I was saying, everybody had that one weird person in the back of the class that sits alone, eats alone, live alone, breathe alone. They're always by themselves and people don't really talk to them because, you know, we always think them up. And for some strange reason, they always have coal. Why do they always have the flu or the cold or nose knot or them type of excitement day? As quiet and to themselves as they seem, they do get bullied sometimes as well. And surprisingly always win. For my safety, 5 stars. Next category is teacher's pet. We all know one of them. Maybe you were even one of them yourself. This kid lives to please the teacher and is always volunteering to stay after class to help. These are the type of people that always remind the teachers about pop quiz or stupid homework that nobody ever wanted in the first place. Getting validation from the teacher is the only thing the student lives for. And if they don't get said validations, you'll see how bitter they can get. Basically, the definition of what you call a pick-me. Most times these pick-me don't even care if it's obvious to us that we know that they literally want to marry the teacher. They tend to oftentimes literally drool over the teacher or even write hearts around their letters when they're handing in their notebooks. 9 times out of 10, they usually end up getting expelled and the teacher usually fired. So yeah, 2 stars only because I look good as a teacher's pet. Next, we all know that one superstar athletic student who's always on top when it comes to sports season. Despite being very famous, super popular, and really cute, you can't take one thing from them, and that's the lack of brain that they have in their head. Majority of the times, these students usually look old before them young, which means they always have a big masculine body, which usually is hairy and usually smelly. Have to give it to them. 9 times out of 10, the girls usually go nuts for them, like seamen. Apart from being very athletic, they're usually good at nothing else. Books are usually their worst enemy, and as soon as they see it, they get sleepy. Most of the times at their young age, trust and believe they usually have a son or a daughter or both. I know we all know somebody like this on our school compound. Well, at least I do. I give him 2 stars. Next, the helpful overachiever. Emphasis on helpful because 9 times out of 10, they are usually to themselves and do not like to help. These students are usually very punctual, always raise their hand in class, and usually always get the answers correct. This is exactly the student that if you want to copy, you copy from. Or you usually just ask for help. Just know that whenever it comes to notes, they will always have it because they don't literally miss a single day of school. They too usually have some weird underlying behaviors. But it's acceptable, duh, because we're getting help. Them usually take studying to a whole different level. When it comes to obtaining their knowledge, they stop at nothing. When it comes to getting everything correct, you can't beat them at any point in time. They will always get every answer they answer anytime right. Don't even get me started about trying to debate with them. They will literally eat you alive. Usually, they're no strangers to winning trophies, accolades, plaques, and everything in between. Most times, they're not afraid to show their real personality and do not give AF. As long as their parents are happy and they're doing what they love, they are usually well off. I'm giving this a 3 stars. Thanks for your help. Oh boy, from the run-in, you know what this is, or you know who this is rather. This, my friend, is what you call the anime/gamer kid. Don't even pretend that we don't know 1 or 2 of these kids. These kids are usually obsessed with games and anime. Class, it's all about anime. On lunchtime, it's morely about video games. Don't even get me started on how they save their lunch money just to go to game shop after school. Whenever anybody interrupt their gameplay, they can be very aggressive. When it comes to games and anime, they can be very passionate. We all know that anime and video games and all of that smack is not real, but you can't tell them that because this is exactly how they fight also when they're in real life. Ah boy, 9 times out of 10, these are usually the kids who still bring lunch kit to school. And they're in high school. They're usually free-spirited though, and jovial. All in all, they're usually chill. I give them 2 stars. Next! Up next, that one type of people we love to hate. We can all relate to having that one person in class who's obsessed with their appearance and their cell phones. Usually, these kinds of persons have an unhealthy obsession with Snapchat filters. Apart from being obsessed with themselves, they're usually obsessed with passive aggression, size, and sarcasm. Most drama that starts around the school, they are usually the one who does the exposing and the rallying on. They're usually obsessed with cyberbullying and they couldn't care less about anybody else's feelings but their own. Just like their brains, respect is literally non-existent for them. A part of their biggest specialty is usually cussing and being vexed with everybody around them for being fake when really and truly they are the fakest in the school. Oh, and their specialty is usually being annoying as fuck. School wouldn't be fun without these drama queens or kings. 2 stars. Now, we all know that one kid who has been expelled too many times to count with the worst attitude ever. Some people fear God, but this child fears nothing. Usually, they show up to class whenever they want. They fight anybody they want, teachers included. When it comes to bookwork, they don't usually pass the first heading. Some of these kids' favorite thing to do during school hours is waiting on pot lunch, playing marble, going to river, going to bush to do. Patience for these kids are usually non-existent, and the moment they're upset, they're gonna hit. Kids like these, you know their parents by name and by nature, because that's how many times they usually come by the school. I would say they're goth, they would say they're edgy, but we would say they're psychopaths. These kids make your average bully look innocent. Cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. And on that note, I think we've heard enough. 1 star. Then of course next we have that one decent person in the class that everybody seems to like. Usually they're not the smartest, nor are they the duncest. They're usually really good at making friends and they fit into literally any friend group. They're fairly decent at sports and they tend to always be good with the ladies. Apart from needing a slight ego check every now and then, they are usually a decent human being. Even though they are proactively attractive and everybody is falling for them, surprisingly they still got their V card. It's usually just a front. When it comes to peer pressure, they are usually up front and center in the excitement. All in all, they're usually kind, only to the person that they're attracted to. Get out of here. 3 stars. Yep, by the flashy outfit, you can tell that this kid has money. Well, the parents at least. These type of kids wear the most expensive designer clothes and is always loaded with cash. Not sure if it's just a me thing, but these rich kids are usually very mean with their money, even though they have excessive amounts. Apart from their parents' wealth, they don't have anything else going on for them. Next. Lastly, whatever this is. I don't know what this is, honestly speaking. I just had some few clothes left and I just threw them on. But whatever this is, whatever it's giving, this is whatever this is. Okay then. Honestly speaking, words cannot explain how tired I am of this video. Jesus, this was so hard for me to film. I had to change in so many different outfits and a lot of them didn't even make it to the final cut. OMG. Nevertheless, it was really hard but also very fun for me to film all of this. If you have made it this far, comment Danielle 5K. The reason why I say Danielle 5K is because I'm on the way to 5K subscribers. Woo! Transparency is key for me every time, and guys, my phone has overheated and frozen so many times while editing this, which is why the editing kind of toned down a bit. Realistically speaking though, guys, thank you for the support. I just cannot wait for this video to be over with. Damn, it was really hard to film and it's even harder to edit because it's most voiceover. This is an honorable mention. This was supposed to be that one kid who, no matter what you say you have, them say they have one night at home as well. So as you can see, he's wearing alleged Gucci shirt that is real and he wore it to school for attention. Now, once again, my phone is freezing and it's overheating, so I'm unable to do too much editing, but this is the end of this part of the video. Let me just get the hell out of this segment. 'Cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. Oh, video done? Oh, yeah, so good video. Good video. It seems like class is adjourned. Yeah, teacher's pet, thanks again for the apple. This video was hella hard to make. So, should I start uploading 2 times a week? Let me know. I don't know if you guys care enough to watch me twice a week. Should I upload twice a week? Let me know in the comments. Do you think this can fit in my mouth? If this can fit in my mouth, you owe me $5,000 each. I take PayPal, so I will see you for that money next week. Bye.